CCP Dissidents' Major Warnings About China's Military Come True. By Matt Palumbo. Intimidation and harassment campaigns have become common from the Chinese Communist Party in their efforts to sabotage Miles Guo when he's set to publicly expose them. This has happened on a number of high-profile occasions, whether it be the now infamous Voice of America incident, or when they derailed a speaking engagement he had at the Hudson Institute in 2017. Guo was scheduled to speak at the Hudson Institute on October 4, 2017, where he was set to expose 3 highly classified CCP documents he had obtained, the BGY plan, the 3F plan, and the 13,579 plan. But before he could do this, the Hudson Institute's website was hacked and crashed, which even drew attention from then U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions, who confronted Chinese government officials about it. Nonetheless, the CCP's sabotage and intimidation tactics were successful, and Guo's talk was cancelled. Guo is the founder of the new Federal State of China, a movement that aims to oust the authoritarian CCP from power. Naturally, this has made Guo public enemy number 1 of the regime, and has resulted in him constantly being met with CCP attacks. Since 2017, the CCP has infiltrated law firms, attorneys, and judges involved in the regime's unrestricted lawfare against Guo, hacking the computers of the law firm preparing Guo's political asylum application and compromising judges and lawyers, including Barry Ostrager and Luke Despens, to force Guo into bankruptcy, thereby installing Despens as trustee to destroy Guo and the NFSC. In 2017, Guo also warned that spy balloons would be part of the CCP's warfare strategy against the U.S., as well as the coming biological weapon. He gave thousands of pages of documents to the FBI regarding balloon, BGY, 3F, and 13579 plans. Yet even after the FBI had confirmed the documents' authenticity, the infiltration-ridden agency failed to act. In recent weeks, the Department of Energy and the head of the FBI have been just the latest to admit that a lab leak is responsible for the COVID-19 pandemic, and came just short of concurring with Guo that it was an intentional one. With estimated global COVID deaths nearing 7 million, millions of lives and tens of trillions of dollars in wealth could have been saved if Guo's warnings had been taken seriously and acted upon by U.S. authorities who were given this information. Similarly, the Biden administration had been humiliated earlier in February when a spy balloon from China was spotted in U.S. airspace, as was predicted by Guo years prior. With an annual military budget exceeding $800 billion, the only possible explanation is that the U.S. knew about the spy balloon and simply decided to ignore it, only being forced to acknowledge its existence after civilians on a commercial airline spotted it. According to Guo, the CCP's spy balloons cost a mere $3,000, yet it costs America $439,000, or nearly 150 times as much to shoot down one balloon. These balloons can easily be equipped with spy cameras, suicide weapons, and bioweapons, making them extremely dangerous. Furthermore, Guo exposed that the CCP is planning to launch tens of thousands more of such balloons, launching asymmetrical war against the U.S. to consume our economic and military power. The CCP is the number 1 threat to U.S. national security, and they are being helped from within by traitors inside our own government. Indeed, as the NFSC has long advocated, the CCP's growing aggression is only made possible by Americans supporting them, not just economically but more importantly, by ignoring the CCP's total infiltration of our federal government. The CCP's infiltration stretches from the private sector all the way to the Department of Defense, FBI, and CIA, who are all too happy to play the CCP's useful idiots to keep the American people in blindfolds and the Chinese people in slavery. There is only one solution: to completely decouple from the CCP. When we fought the Cold War against the Soviets, we completely decoupled from them economically, politically, and technologically, leaving the corrupt communist regime to collapse underneath its own weight. Once we decouple from the CCP and investigate their infiltration of our government, the will of the people will spell the CCP's demise, as it did for the once seemingly invincible Soviet Union. The Chinese people have enjoyed thousands of years of prosperity without the CCP, and given their track record, the Chinese people, and China as a nation will be far better off without them.